Justin Buck, Executive Director of the Wolfe Street Foundation, kind enough to come back and join us. We always like to kind of keep tabs on what's going with one of the most impactful organizations in the state of Arkansas.
Well, thank you
Great
for
to
saying
see
that.
you, man.
It's always good to be here, Steve.
We know the stories, the individual stories about how the Wolfe Street Foundation and or other organizations like yours make on the lives of those people, but we don't think about the community impact that you're having.
Yeah, you know, if you are someone who has been through a recovery journey yourself, or maybe you have a loved one who has, it's easy to see the personal impact of what happens in that person's life, what happens in that family's life. But sometimes we miss the impact that happens across the rest of our community. And you know, when we have these conversations and we talk about, oh gosh, how much does addiction cost our community? But I'd rather think about when we help someone find recovery and stabilize and become a member of the community again, you know, what's the economic impact of that? And it turns out, I mean, it's massive. You know, not only does that person get employed and they're contributing to the workforce, they're contributing to the economy, but you know, they're not having to go to the emergency room all the time anymore. They're not interacting with law enforcement and the justice system anymore. So those costs can really add up and become a net contribution of that person's recovery.
You're really taking somebody who is essentially, from a community perspective, a liability and making them an asset to the community.
Yeah, I like to say, you know, folks go from being like a net consumer of public resources to a net contributor to their community. And, you know, that's what I've seen in my own family, and we see every day at Wolfe Street. Like I said, when folks get employed and they're meeting these goals that they have, and families are reunified, and all of that just adds up to an economic cost. You know, what we know, Steve, is that the system of care that we operate, right, the recovery system of care, when you invest just $1 of public funds into that, you save $4 in the healthcare system, and you save $7 in the justice system. You know, so that's one way to look at the economic impact. But you look at the contributions of a person who finds recovery, it's more than $500,000 in economic impact, in payroll taxes, in deferred justice and healthcare costs. So, you know, not only does it make sense because helping people find recovery is the right thing to do, it's just good math, you know?
Exactly. There are all these multipliers that maybe you don't immediately think of that are changing the places where we live.
Absolutely. And then there's the social impact too, obviously. You know, a person who maybe becomes an active member of a church, or maybe they get back involved with their family and they're raising their kids, they're able to raise their kids, and you know, it's just a tremendous impact. But I wanted to just highlight that $500,000 impact, and all we have to do is
each person individually.
Yes, all we have to do is reach out and help that person find the resources they need to start that journey, to make that kind of impact on our own communities.
And Justin, to see them go from somebody who's probably has the lowest self-esteem they could ever have in their life to regaining that self-esteem and having the courage to go out there and be a part of the community, it's got to make them feel really good.
Yeah, it really does, and it's incredible to watch. It's what we say at the Wolfe Street Foundation. One of our core values is that every person is the hero of their own journey. We're here to empower people and families to become the best versions of themselves. But those individuals are the heroes of their own journey. And what we do is provide the resources and the connection and the hope that comes with meeting with a peer specialist, or the new start that happens when you come into our recovery residence program, or getting way ahead of the problem by addressing it in our youth empowerment program. All of those things just contribute to a person's taking the next right step. And you made a great point. I mean, they do it themselves. And we get to help, we get to watch, we get to celebrate that kind of life change.
Yeah, your personal story does not have to be a tragic story. It can be a success story with the help of folks like you. And of course, you mentioned the impact that you're having on the community. Of course, you got to have a little money to make this happen. And one of the ways that you raise funds is through this incredible gala that you've got coming up. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we're so excited for our Red Carpet Recovery Gala. You know, we've been doing this for years, and what we've done is pull the spotlight back to Little Rock and back to our local community and say, who's she's making a huge impact in the recovery space here. So this year we're out at the Chenal Country Club on April 18th. We're so excited to have Webb join us and tell her story of recovery. You know, I mean, as we're talking about this impact and the societal impact, what a great example of someone who, found recovery and also has been such an incredible leader in the business community, in the civic space.
Yeah.
I mean, so we're really excited to hear from Kathy about her story of recovery. I think for the first time, maybe, that she's publicly sharing that with us. Yeah. So we're really excited and also grateful for her leadership as a person who just really cares about people in this community.
Kathy came on Good Morning Arkansas way back in the day quite a few times. Got to know her. She's a fantastic lady, as you say. Here's how you contact the Wolfe Street Foundation. And of course, the website is online there. If folks want to make a donation, obviously you can do it through that. But what if somebody is ready to make that step? They're ready to say, I want to start my success story and get off this track that I'm on now. What's the best way to do that?
Yeah, you know, if you or someone you love is sick and tired of being sick and tired, give us a call or just show up. We can always connect you with a peer recovery support specialist, and you make your own decisions. So if you're ready to go to a treatment center today, or if you're looking for an outpatient solution, or if there's just some need you have, stable housing, come see us, because we can help you find the right path for yourself.
Wolfe Street, a great place to start. Thank you, Justin.
Thank you very much.
To see you, man. Thank you for everything you're doing. All right, coming back on Good Morning Arkansas right after this, we'll talk about this rainy day, Valentine's Day, right after this.